I'm a minute late. Dang it. I thought I was on time. Welcome, everybody, and good afternoon. I wanted to scroll back up because I saw Swedish Fish Andrea's here. I never ever see her. So good to see you, Swedish Fish Andrea. Hey, Charcoal Ninja, Abigail, Mods, thank you for being here. Karen Tootie Greenie, Dawn Paraso, Leslie Mosley, Castrol made it, Robin Miners, Puka Vista. Hey, babe. Hey, Liz Tricks. HC from LBC. Hey, Buffy. Yeah, I'm happy to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time, Swedish Fish Andrea. Hey, Lisa Vining. Hey, Wisconsin Barb. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Mrs. EP, Love and Life. Hey, Miss Sassafras. Wendy Ramirez. I love you. Looking like a delicious summer salad. No one's ever said that to me before, and it's never been more important than right now in this moment in time. I love you, Robin Miners. Angie Moe, Helena, love you, girl. Melissa here is here. Rhonda Frank, hey, Anne. Thanks, Kestrel. Hey, Charlotte. Tony's Hoota. Lindy, Rhonda Frank, Angel K, Linda McMillan. Hey, Inner Sparkle Monkey. You look like summertime. Thank you. Hey, Zeno in the Body Thetans. Hey, Joy Lee. Trixie, welcome in, babe. Honey Lou, thank you. Oh my God. Where have you been? I know where you've been because I've seen your damn Facebook. I've seen all the pictures you're posting, making me feel inadequate. No, I love you, Renby. I last texted you. I want you to know it. I said, let's talk. And you said, I'm traveling the world. I love you. I miss you. And I'm really happy to see you. I'm serious. That means the world to see you. By the way, this is inspired by you. It's Anthro. I got this in black too. This is probably 10 years old. I found this in a box the other day and it's too big. It's like really like stretchy and big. So I like tried to pull it in and make it look like I had cleavage. I thought of you. It's crazy that you're here. I love you, Renby. Ewa, Pikachu Hunter, Anna, Pikachu Hunter. Jamie Palmer, good to see you, babe. Thanks, Lisa Kelson. Buffy loves manipulative roll call, and why wouldn't she? Hey, Carolyn Cotter. Thank you, Leslie Mosley. I get that. I'm serious, Renby. Alabama Rose. Good. I like Anthro holds up. Anthro will be there for you like nobody else will. And that's what matters. And Renby and I really understand that about each other. Like we plan each other's funerals and we say that, like, make sure that you put me in something from Anthro. She gets it. She gets it. She's in charge of all my paperwork and she's my POA. I'm glad you're here. Alabama Rose, this is really kind of the best time for me to stream. I prefer 3:30, 4 o'clock every day. It doesn't always work that way, but also you guys, hey, Aline, thank you, Linda McMillan. You guys sometimes want me to do it like later. So I try to do some later streams, but 3:34, hey, Anita Card. I Singe Sanity is when I prefer, honestly. Hey, Catherine B. You haven't been chatty. Hey, Andy. Hey, Liz R. Megan Roberts. I've missed some streams and popped in and out of others. Just want to say I love you all tons. Oh, I was going to say, I hope you'll be at the Zoom call and share whatever you want, but don't overshare if you don't want to. But you know my number too. Just text me, babe. I love you. I didn't know that. And I love you. I'm sorry that's happening. Rogue Hedgie. I love Rogue Hedgie. We haven't seen Rogue Hedgie in a long time. We also need to catch up, Rogue Hedgie. Kestrel, I hope you're not mad at me, Reese. Why would I be mad at you, Kestrel? I'm always mad at you. Stop it. You walked right into that. I don't want to hear any more about it either. You brought it up. I'm sorry you brought it up. That's a movie line in Yumi and Dupree. That was such a funny movie. I used to quote that with my first husband. Michael Douglas was so funny in that. He was like, you're obviously upset about it, and I'm sorry you brought it up. I used to say that to my first husband all the time. I'd be like, well, you're obviously upset about it. I'm sorry you brought it up. It's the most mean, passive-aggressive thing. He said it to Matt Dillon, and we just laughed so hard at that movie. That's a quotable movie. It's cheesy, but quotable. Hey, Amy Edge. I need to text Marlugo. I think she's busy with her kids this summer. I love Marlugo, and I need to text her. I hope so too for that, Charlotte. I hope for that too. I thought we were your POA. You are. Ren B drew it up that way and have you guys be my POA. You guys decide my fate. That's really what's best. Hey, Casey, you thrifted a beaded turquoise necklace today. I thought you'd want me to have it. And I'm going to start putting things that way. I'm going to buy things for myself and be like, I thought you guys would want me to have it with all your super chats. What a funny thing to say. I thrifted a beaded turquoise necklace today. I thought you'd want me to have it. I'm so excited to start wearing it. That's like when I go somewhere and something's on sale, I'm like, I'm going to lose money if I don't buy this. It's the same thing. I thought you would want me to have it. Like any relationship going forward that I'm in, I'm going to be like, I bought this with your money because I thought you would want me to have it. I mean, it goes with the grifter mentality. Thanks, Andy, and thanks for noticing. Hey, Nicola, but Casey, seriously, we're happy for you. Anthropology and middle fingers up while Biggie Smalls plays during my eulogy. Yes, yeah, I knew that. We're each other's POAs, so I knew that about you. Don't worry, I have it all set up for you. I've already talked to the funeral director. Love you, Catherine B. I carried a watermelon. I love that we have inside jokes here. That's why we don't have any new people, because people are like, I don't belong. They're just like talking their own language because it is a cult. You have to remember that. Stella, you're so cute, and I can't believe that you're not 25 like I thought, but I love you, Stella. I love you anyway. Even though you make me feel inadequate because you're so adorable, you always look like you just stepped out of a magazine. Plus, you have that damn accent. I'm not mad at you. I hope I see you this weekend. Hey, Michael Malloy. That's okay, Michael Malloy. You don't have to tell us where you were, but we appreciate that. Amy Edge, take a nap. Hey, Vicky Andrews. Who else is here? Candace made it. Wanda Parks. All of Reese's Pieces should wear turquoise. I love turquoise. Tony Suter. I used to tell my husband when he asked if I had something new, I went ahead and got it because I knew you'd want me to. That's genius. And I'm going to do that with my next husband. When I work on the next one, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But until I get another husband, Harriet is sitting over here in the chair. Until I get another husband, I'm going to buy something and be like, I bought this with your guys' money because I knew you'd want me to have it. That makes the most sense. I don't know that I carried a watermelon. Please don't judge me. You're not judged, but it's from Dirty Dancing. The cute girl in the movie says it when things get really awkward. She's like, hey, Renee B. She's like at a party and she does carry a watermelon to this party. It's like a summer party. Well, Bobo, hey, Aspire to Inspire. And it's super awkward. And she's like, I carried a watermelon. And then the guy is really hot and he walks away and she's like, I carried a watermelon. Like it's embarrassing and sad for everybody in the same, anybody that's watching the movie is embarrassed for her. Hey, Peter, Debbie A made it. Linda. I still don't know the origin of Checks in the Wind, but I get a kick everyone else laughing about it. It's making fun of another person. And as funny as it is, it's done and over. I'm not here to make fun of people, especially today. And I think that there's a huge message behind what we're going to talk about. Kim Leaf, you are late. And everybody noticed that you're late to class. Okay. So everybody make fun of Kim Leaf. Hey, True to It, Stephanie Lynn. Yes, I carried a watermelon. Oh, Bobo, did you eat your lunchies? He said, that's the only reason I like my mom. He said, nobody likes me except my mom. And I don't even really like my mom very much because sometimes she yells at me. And sometimes she gets mad when I get all my toys out and I leave them all over the house. But I like her because she feeds me my lunches. How do you guys like the Bo voice? It's so weird. It's a whole thing that we're going to have to unpack one of these days. Hey, Gracie. Oh, but he's a good person. And he went to school and he smiles a lot. And he's really smart. And he likes to listen to your stories. And he sleeps next to me every night and he farts really loud. And then I choke and I have to go use my inhaler. I know. He's so cute, Lindy. Hey, Lee Sane. Hey, Marie Marion. So I'm still having that thing with my voice. I think because I am on the phone all day more than I've ever been. And it's a lot. These are my OR scrubs. Oh, are they? Royal Tenenbaums. Why do I not remember that line? I've seen Royal Tenenbaums like 25 times. That's one of my favorite movies. I love Royal Tenenbaums. I always wanted to be a Tenenbaum. Hey, Lori Lee. Good for you, Lori Lee. I'm glad to hear that. He has really white teeth for a dog, Andy. That's because he has only the best. Because we make $6 billion a year, I went ahead and had all of these. These are veneers. We had them done. Actually, we did ours the same day. We were in the same dental room, and she just took care of both. She did both. I said, you know what? We can swing it. I mean, we are relatable billionaires, right? Am I wrong? Ewa, she's next to me sleeping, and she's probably jealous and upset. Hey, Lumen, I'm glad you made it. Oh my God, Michael Malloy. True to it is my spirit animal and my angel. Well, she can only be one or the other. That's the laws of the universe. So, she's your spirit animal, is what I would guess. I love True to It as well, and I'm not going to fight over it. But yeah, I love her too, and I know she loves me too. But thank you for saying that, and we appreciate your money. It's important, and we appreciate that. Yeah, he has dog veneers. Just the specialist said you don't need to do this. He's a dog, and I said right, but we're billionaires and grifters, so it just felt like the right thing to do. You support your local grifter, and then we go get matching teeth. Yeah, that's what happened. We paid cash or charge. Cash is king. Absolutely, Lisa Kelson. No question. Can you float me alone, Reese? Lindy, we gotta make those goals first. I think we make 600,000 a year. So everything willing and the creek rises. I don't know how they say it here, but yes, definitely. Yeah, we took the private jet to get the veneers for him. I just again said, let's just do it, right? You only live one time, and you can only be a billionaire only so many times. Meredith Lynn, I'm happy to see you. The grittiest of all grifters. That I am, and I couldn't be more proud to be the grittiest, the griftiest. Jen Pookie, I'm glad to see you. I love you, True to It. Did I manifest the Dahmer glasses? I didn't know which frame to wear with this loud ass outfit, so I just threw these on, but you did, and thanks for noticing. Hey, Professor Kakan. Xenu and the Body Thetans should have had diamond grills. Yeah, that's in the works. They have to be mined from Africa, the diamonds. And so we're down there in the caves right now looking for just the right ones for him. But check back next summer. We should have that done. It's a custom job. What has happened while I've been gone? We need to FaceTime like we always do. Iwa, absolutely. We need to have a FaceTime. A lot's happened. And I don't, shockingly, Ren, I don't tell everybody everything on YouTube. I would, but unfortunately, there's people who don't like me. And so I can't say everything, but I would love to tell you. I would love for you to know some things. So please text and reach out. Holly Day, welcome in. Prayers for the negative Nellies. We need to ban the word grifter, really overused. Grifter and receipts are getting kind of old for me. Again, that's why I think we've switched to digital panhandler. I think that we're all comfortable with digital panhandler. Catfisher, because I rescued another cat, I think is totally politically correct. I think that's PC. Grifter is a little bit early 2025s, and I think it's time to let go of that. Renee B, I did a week ago have therapy. Swedish Fish Andrea, I missed a lot of chapters, wondering how's Finn doing. He's doing pretty good. I'm going to take him probably in the next week or so to the vet. Thank you, Abigail. Love you too, Michael Malloy. Hey, Stacy and Fishers. Love you, babe. I know the word receipt sucks now. Hey, Linda Carlson from Sweden. Hey, Wizard Owlin, welcome back. Hey, Dee. Okay, texting. I didn't realize we live in a world where everyone has to like everyone and people need to worry about themselves and mind their necks. Yeah, absolutely. It's just unfortunate that that's not the way the world works, but I'd love for you to come on the show, Renby, and kind of explain that because I've always wanted you to. Maybe you could break it down with your degree because you're smart. You're a smart gal. And I was thinking they don't listen to me. Maybe they'll listen to Renby, right? Hey, girly, the mending of fences around here has had an effect on me. I've actually been lurking on the old boat lately, and geez, I sure miss the old days before the crap hurricane hit. You know what, though? We will rebuild because that's what people do after hurricanes, Paula Penley, and I couldn't be more proud of you. But I'm also not surprised knowing you, Paula Penley. I knew you'd circle back. I just knew it. And thank you for that. Hey, Don Clark. Hey, MLG Gamer. Oh, I'm a cat snatcher. Twin mom. Thank you, twin mom. Uh, yeah, receipts is just too much. That's okay, Mrs. EP. My friend's dad just passed. Oh my God. Well, that's horribly sad. We understand if you can't be here right now. Please, please feel free. That's horrible, and I'm sorry. Hey, Bumblebee. Reese, you look beautiful. I love your hair and makeup. I'll be listening in and out. Love you, Bumblebee, and thank you. I was thinking of you today. Happy to see you earlier. I think I have a text from you I haven't read. Making a Sephora bag cake and watching you, that's so cool. I love Armine. I love you. Please know that I love you, even though we don't talk as much. I hope you know that. My 20-pound Frenchie doesn't listen to me. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Yeah, he doesn't, but God, it's worth it. He's so cute. Did you know Dennis Flamand in the church? He got arrested in 2017. No, Wizard of Allen, I did not. You know what? I was on the phone earlier. I forgot about something just now. Hold on. I got to make sure. Nope, I did not. Okay. It just reminded me. Hey, Peggy Collins, I'm waiting on the blood work of Huxley's doctor's appointment on Monday, and I missed a call from some rando number in Tennessee, but they didn't leave a voicemail. So she told me we might get the blood work today, and I'm kind of waiting to hear about that. It just made me think of that. And I really like that doctor. Did I tell you guys that? I switched. I'm going to see her too. That's how much I liked her. I have an upcoming appointment and I canceled to be with this woman because I liked her that much. But I told you she does pap smears and she's incredibly chubby. Like she's got a pretty good sized fupa. And I love that. I love letting you absolutely do what you need to do with my ham wallet as long as you have a chubby ham wallet. Hey, Christine Baker. Absolutely. So neither here nor there. I just thought of that. Sorry. There's some things. There's some things that we need to go over. There's some things that we need to discuss. And Robin, Mama said not to, but I did it anyway. Misbehaving. I wash my hands to keep away from Satan. There's some things that are not the most comfortable to discuss today. I don't know that I want to get a pap smear ever again. Buffy, you have to. You're like 19. You have to. You have to. Okay? It takes like a minute and a half. Just talk about the world, just talk about the weather, talk about what you're doing for summer, but you have to. Okay? I'm not asking. You have to. Mandy Albert, also you have to get breast exams. Really, really important, Buffy. So you have to. We're not asking. You have to do it. If I have to fly to Washington and hold your hand through it and stream your pap smear, I will. So you have to. I want you to sign on my new bank account for membership. I want to sign you on to my new bank account for membership. Can someone let me know where I do that? Oh, I thought that was a joke. Excuse me? What do you mean by this? You're about to start a lot of rumors here, Rhonda Frank. Hold on. I want to sign you on my new bank account for membership. That's going to start a whole world of shit, but I love it and I welcome it, to be honest. Yeah, if you want to just send me your account numbers, I'd love to. I think you're asking how to become a different member, perhaps. Mods, maybe you can help her with that. It's scaring me because it's going to start a world of shit for me. But, I wake up to a world of shit almost every day now. And that's what we're here to talk about. Buffy just doubled down. Then fly to Washington. Fine. If I fly to Washington, I'm streaming your pap smear. Those are the rules. Them's the rules, girl. You signed that NDA, so you know what you're dealing with. Gloria, welcome in. There you go, Paula Penley. Yeah, Kestrel, I'm going to need that NDA. So, hey, Tymark. Tymark, by the way, I saw your message last night. Don't even think twice. I love you, Tymark, but I appreciated that. I will respond to you, but I just want you to know that. Don't even think twice about it. She wants to pay her membership with her new account. Okay, Amy Edge, thanks for breaking that down, but I thought you were going to take a nap. Yeah, I think so too, Abigail. So, guys, I had the mods post something before I started this stream. Trigger warning. It's hey, Nicole Hazelmiller. It's a little bit of a trigger warning. Weird love and life. People are so weird. People are so weird. So this is a bit of a heavy subject, and thanks, Swedish Fish Andrea, for helping her. Finn, so the cats are outside right now, and Finn goes and sits, he perches up on this one countertop, and he does that all day long while the cats are out. The other thing I've noticed is when the cats are in, he still stays on the countertop. So we supervise the situation, but I take the bowls away. He doesn't get to use their litter boxes or their bowls, but it's just really worked out. It's kind of magical. Hey, dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. However, he only gets to do that for like 2 hours a day. So it's not all day long. It's just like a little, because he gets tired of being in this room. So I let him go sit on this perch when the cats are not in. I started laughing so hard I almost peed. Tiny Jesus. Take a tiny Jesus, put him in your pocket. Blee, 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 blee. Thank you for your money. I sang that for you for your money. Thank you, Robin Miners. I'll sing a little tune for your money. No problem. No problem at all. It's not beneath me. Hey, Heather Landau. Whine a little bit more. Welcome in. Hey, Sherry Taylor. So I want to talk about a subject. Okay. It doesn't have to be super, super. We can make this as heavy or as light, right? It is heavy. If you ever want to share, Kelly, if you ever want to share a story about Scientology, there's a lady on YouTube. Her channel is called Scientology Geek. She's not a Scientologist, but is very knowledgeable on it. Well, thank you. I have definitely shared my Scientology story. I shared it on the Andrew Gold show, and I shared it on Aaron Smith Levin's channel. I've talked to Natalie Webster about it. Who else have I talked to? Not to mention just my own channel, but thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Professor Kakan, why hasn't my $500,000 check to you been cashed yet? Did I need to add more zeros? I just get so many of those checks. I'm kind of behind on that, like emails and texts. I get behind on all the checks that people send me. I just don't have time to cash them. I'm so rich, but I'll get around to it. Yeah, if there's some kind of an expiration, I'll give that to my secretary. Thank you for asking. Rhonda Frank, you're an angel. Hey, Lady O. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. You said that, not me. I couldn't tell you what I said, Amy Edge. I don't remember. And that's one of the reasons I get so much hate. Oh, yeah, I was on Ask Daddy, Rena's channel, Better Call Daddy. Thank you for your super chat, Amy. Thank you, Linda. It was a while back. So we're going to kind of segue. Oh, I was on Rabbit's channel too, Down the Rabbit Hole with Rabbit. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. I shared on her channel. She was sure fun to interview with. I liked her. I enjoyed all of my Scientology interviews I've done on channels. It was a lot of fun. Totally. The Wizard Owlin, I understand. So I don't know how much of you know this. I don't watch the news. I don't follow. Oh, Amy Edge. I don't follow the news. I try to stay away from that stuff. I don't watch other YouTube channels really. Sometimes I do. It's not that I don't at all. Sometimes I do. It's just not really a habit for me. Thanks, Rhonda. I was on Michael Malloy's show as well. That's true. Guess I've been on a few shows. Guess I've been around the block. Kind of forgot because I've been solo for so long. Love and Life, I agree. So speaking of content creators and interviews and YouTube, I caught this morning, and it's a really sad situation. And I don't know a lot of the details. I didn't watch this person, but some of you will know what I'm about to say. There is yes, I need a card. There's a beautiful, beautiful girl on YouTube. Apparently she has between 2 and 6 million subscribers. I don't know the exact number. I also thought she was 29. Someone said she was 31. I'm not sure. Point is, she's beautiful, she's young, and she was very successful. She had a very successful YouTube channel, beautiful redheaded girl. And I mean beautiful. I also love redheads. I don't know what it is, male and female. I think red hair. I'm looking at you, Kathy Ann. Redheads are absolutely gorgeous to me. Yeah, Renby. So I want to talk about that, and I can't go into detail because I didn't watch your channel. I'm not going to come on here and act like I was some big, strong supporter, right? I wasn't. Until today, I had no idea who she was, which isn't shocking. I don't watch YouTube and I don't watch the news. Liz Gale Gale. Yeah, she has beautiful red hair. I love Liz Gale's hair. I don't know the exact details, but I know that this girl was married, had a really sweet. I saw just a clip of her daughter. It looks like she has maybe a 5-year-old. She rescued foxes. She rescued foxes, which is right up my alley. Okay. Yeah, she had a Save a Fox rescue channel, millions of subs, very successful girl, young girl. Um, she was bullied, cyberbullying occurred with her channel, and she took her own life. And she did that yesterday. As far as I know, it happened yesterday. And as hard as it is to talk about this, hey, DNV, these are the things that I talk about on a regular basis because cyberbullying is really, really becoming a thing. And it's sadly becoming very normal, very overlooked. It seems to be quite okay, right? It seems to be because you're some figure on YouTube, or because you are behind a screen, or because you are a big badass with a laptop and a keyboard, you can say what you want to say. And this beautiful woman had this large, successful channel. She rescued animals. She had a family. She had a child, was bullied literally to death. And it is so, I just want to highlight that. I want to send absolute thoughts, or if there's anything that, maybe we could even go over. I would like to go make a donation if she has if she takes donations for her rescue, because I'm a huge animal supporter, and I'm a supporter of women who are badasses like this woman, and had her own channel and had her life. And hey, Laura Lou, I would like to do whatever I can, because this is a serious, hey, Mayor, this topic will never get old. It is sad, but I have, and I'm not going to make this about me, but I am, because I'm a YouTuber and because I have active bullies that make hate about me every single day. I have bullies that call Huxley's school. I have bullies that call child services and say she shouldn't be his mother. They never make a dent in anything. But the fact that that has gone that far, I have bullies, every female and male. Female shocks me a little more all the time, because I think tearing down another woman is so gross to me. I just feel like women should support women. That's my feeling, and obviously that's all, right? I speak for me. But it has gotten so, it has spread so far and wide that people, I said this like a week ago, as a content creator, we have a lot of, I feel, responsibility in what we say. We can tend to influence a lot of people, and even if we don't influence you, you listen to us. And I never ever will. I would rather delete my channel and never be back on social media. I would never make my channel about hating somebody else, banding together and hating somebody because you don't like how their lifestyle is. Or, to be honest, there is no appropriate reason. So I don't need to, I was about to go down a list. You don't like how I parent. You don't like how I wear my blush. You don't like the guy I dated. You don't like that I did whatever to this person. Like, enough is enough. It's not, it's so beyond. I think cyberbullying, female creators get the most hate. Interesting. I didn't know that, Lumen. I look at the people who, and I am making this about me because I can speak to my situation. I look at the people who say the things they say about me, the most vile things, these people who are out there going, I'm going to spread the truth about Reese if it kills me. Like, I'm going to keep spreading the truth about her. Um, it is so old and recycled, right? What, that you don't like my character? Is that your truth about me? Like, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not harming people, right? I have harmed people in the past. I'm not currently in this moment doing anything to hurt anyone. I've apologized for those things. I cannot imagine. That's horrible, Lindy. Yeah, women's warrior, absolutely, and welcome in. I cannot imagine. I've said this, what these people are doing. And that's why I say, hey, Corvette 7, she was a beautiful girl. I can't imagine having a channel or a Facebook or whatever it is on social media. You can bully everywhere, right? I can't imagine having a platform somewhere and stomping on somebody, harping on it so much that you want them to feel like they don't matter in this world, that you want to minimize their life so much that you want them to feel like they're not important enough to be here. And that's what happened to that girl. That beautiful girl that had her whole life ahead of her. I don't care if she was 75, it doesn't matter. But she had her entire life ahead of her. And she rescued animals. And the worst part to me is that she had a small child. She had a little girl. And I know I'm not going to make any headway here. I realize that there are probably haters watching or will watch this, and they're proud of what they do. You're never going to talk sense into that. They're proud of what they do. And that's not something I can think with. That's not something I can process. I'm not in that same frame of mind to be able to Yeah, it's deeper than that for me, Wanda. Like jealousy, anger, whatever it is, I don't really care what it is. I don't care what the reason is that people do this. It is so ugly, spreading lies and rumors and hatred about other people, and they don't care. I mean, I'm doing content on this right now, and I realize what I'm saying, we all are agreeing with because we don't do that to other people. But the people who do it, they don't care. Henry's World today. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. And Merritt, you're right. It is so much easier to hide behind the computer. They're badasses. They can hide behind a computer. And I can't make sense of it. I couldn't believe it when I saw that this morning. I mean, I realize it's probably happening on the daily. I'm sure there's a lot of men and women out there that are doing that, making that choice because they feel like they have no more options. And that is so, I don't know what can be done about it. I feel at a loss because I don't know what can be done about it. The issues that people have with someone isn't my problem. Great point. Have issues, but never bully. I'm sorry, Henry's World today. There's no excuse for intentionally traumatizing anyone. No matter what is being said, bullying is worse. I totally agree with that. And that makes me think, I love this. I'm going to read it again, actually. The issues that people have with someone isn't my problem. Have issues, but never bully. There's no excuse for intentionally traumatizing anyone. No matter what is being said, bullying is worse. So, do you guys really grasp what she just said? Because that is very profound to me. That's the point. So, people are out there because they hate me and they think I hurt their friends, or they think that, they're really standing up for society by telling the truth about me. And maybe they did that with this woman. I don't know how she was bullied. Bullying is bullying, in my opinion. Love you, Mare. Hey, Janine. But there's so much to this what Rhonda just said. Have issues, but never bully. But the issues are not my problem. And that's kind of what I was saying about my past. Like all the people, like my old mods, the people that I had bad relationships with who like blocked me, went out and cried and said Reese is horrible, but like made it so I couldn't contact them, but then took it to YouTube. And I'm guilty of it too. And I have huge regrets about that, right? Like trying to ruin someone's life on you, like taking anything to like a public forum tells me that you're not really hurting. You're just trying to be a bully. You're trying to misdirect. You're trying to make yourself look like an important person or a victim and point out and shame other people. And this is exactly what I mean. No matter what is being said, bullying is worse. And have issues with people. My God, we've probably been doing that since the dawn of man, have we not? We've had issues with each other, but you don't have to take it publicly, right? And how do you have issues with someone you've never met? How do you have issues with somebody you've never met? Half these people who make videos about me have never met me. I've never met them, never had a conversation with them. And yet they are just on this tangent to what? What is the goal? For me to delete my channel? I'm sure that's the goal. Get her off YouTube. Kick her off of social media. That is not your fucking choice. There's room for everybody here. And it's so gross to me that you think you're God. It's so gross to me that people are that entitled that they think I'm going to make hate videos about this person and get them kicked off of planet Earth. Who do you think you are? And who do you think you're dealing with? That's why I say continue to bully me, because we're trained for it in Scientology. I never feel enough of those dark thoughts. They've entered my head. Those people sometimes are successful at what they do. I have felt that way since starting my YouTube channel. Like, I don't matter. But those thoughts leave my mind pretty quickly. I kick them out of my mind pretty quickly. Yeah, Trixie, I'm not doing anything illegal. They just don't like my lifestyle. And like Rhonda said, it's not hurting anybody. Paula Penley, that's a good point. And I am too, DNV. It's really sad. Hey, Kim Hallman, YH, welcome in. Reese, which group do you think has had your loudest bullies? Scientology community, jesters, ex-Scientology community, etc. That's a good question. What do you guys think? That's a great question. I just don't know that I know the answer to it. The loudest bullies. I wouldn't say Scientology community, and I wouldn't say ex-Scientology community. I would say that the crazy assholes that have never met me community, or the ones who barely know me. Like right now, my three biggest haters. Hey, you are loved. The Spore Quarter, who's the Nazi racist guy. I've never met him. He's probably my biggest hater. And then his two female friends, the two gals, I'm not going to name them. We all know who they are also my biggest haters. One of them I've met. The other one I've never met. She sent me a Bible. And I thanked her through Facebook Messenger. Never spoken to this person on the phone. So if that tells you, yeah, Megan Roberts, I'm not surprised. They're still bullying her after she's killed herself. Yeah, I think the Scientology Klingons. That's what they are. They're like these weird little Scientology followers. It's weird, but they've never been in Scientology. Yeah, the never in community. I agree. Yeah, Paula Penley. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Joanne Hawley. I didn't know you had kids. I don't know why I didn't assume that. Hey, Joanne. Uh, Same thing I tell my children. Not everything deserves a reaction. Most of the time, that's what people want. Take notes and move on. Silence eats them alive. Absolutely. I've said that to Huxley. And guys, that is such a good point. Andrew, that is such a good point. I need to remember that myself. The only reason we're talking about this today is because of this girl and how horrible it is and just pointing that out. But not everything deserves a reaction. Not everything deserves our attention. This is why when they make hate videos about me, you don't see me coming out being like, I never said that. And let me show you my proof. Who gives a shit? That's the beauty of the internet. People can say whatever they want. It sucks, but people can say whatever they want. But that doesn't mean I'm going to come out swinging every time somebody says something about me. The one who hates me the most, that's what she does. She's incredibly reactive, most reactive person I've ever seen. So I'm not going to come out every time, right? And give like Andrew said, I don't need to give you an explanation. That's what I've learned more than anything in the last few weeks. I don't need to give you an explanation. No one is entitled to any parts of my life. I just choose to give those parts of my life, but some things I can keep private if I want. And I don't have to tell anybody anything. It's a beautiful thing. Are we sure it was a holy Bible? Maybe when opened a demon springs forth. I don't know that it was an actual Bible. I think it was like a women's thing. I'll have to go look. I just think it's very strange that being reactive and on social media must be exhausting. You burn out. I don't think any of these people are going to be here in 5 years on social media. I really don't. You cannot, hey, Cliff Ann, you cannot react like that to everything. It has to be draining to react to everything, right? It is, I think it's some kind of a sickness. One of the other channels, Time Arc, it's some kind of a sickness. It's some kind of an illness. Hey, Don Davies, I'm not a doctor to diagnose that, but I think absolutely it's an addiction to hate. Do the hateful never-ends not understand they dodged a bullet by being not in? Yeah. You first, you probably won't win, and second, be grateful. It is weird. Hey, green eggs and ham, welcome in. It is weird that I always make fun of her and say this, like her next book's coming out in the fall. I always wanted to be a Scientologist. It's strange how these people cling on to the Scientology community, and almost kind of try to sell and spin it. Thank you, Kim, that they were Scientologists. Like they're obsessed with Scientology. They do streams on Scientology. They make fun of other ex-Scientologists and shame ex-cult members. It's so weird. It's strange. It's a very strange, bizarre. Yeah, Lumen, it's obsessive, but it's strange to me that you're obsessed with the Scientology community. It's strange to me that you're like, I want to help the victims and let's help people get out of Scientology. But at the same time, let's make fun of other ex-Scientologists and shame them and tell them that their stories aren't real. Does anybody else notice that? Thank you. You are loved. Yeah, Paula Penley. I can't, Vicky C. Imagine that much hatred in your heart. It's just not important, Time Mark. That's why. Thank you, Mrs. EP. Thanks, Buffy. I recently thought about that, and it's not something it's just the sheer hypocrisy of that. I don't understand how you can say, I want to help ex-Scientologists. I want to help people out of Scientology. We're here for you, right? I want to help this foundation. I want to help with these ex-Scientologists. And then in the same sentence, turn around and do a full stream on an ex-Scientologist. You cannot pick and choose. You can, but it makes you look insane. So you want to help, but at the same time, you're going to attack an ex-Scientologist. And then at the same time, in that sentence, you're going to say my story wasn't real. With Dan O'Connor, the fax machine story, you're going to say that never happened? when I was 16 years old. Like, you cannot say I want to help them, but also attack them. And the reason I say that is because some of them are flying under the radar, watching you going, I'm not coming out there. They eat people alive. How do you want to help ex Scientologists while attacking them? Like, you pick which ones you want to attack? And that's just narrowed down to me. I can't imagine what this girl, Mikayla, went through. It's the hypocrisy is insane. But at the same time, you think you're doing a good thing by exposing Reese. It looks insane. It makes no sense. It's actual insanity. It makes no sense. And don't think people don't catch on to that, right? People are smart. They know. Yeah, I'm glad green eggs and ham. Weaponizing others' experience against them, it's disgusting. It is. Yeah, I never looked at it that way, women's warrior. That's a very smart way of looking at it. What do you mean by that, Henry's World Today? Okay, they exposed you. Okay, move on. I don't know what you mean by that. I've been thinking a lot about that lately. And the look, it's a bad look. It's a really bad look. You're fine, women's warrior. I want to help the ex-Scientologists, but not that one. Everybody come on through, not you. It doesn't make any sense. It's ugly, it's hateful, and it's bullying. And most people at this point see it. I get a lot of private messages about that like, what happened here? This person is unhinged, right? Life gives us enough to deal with without the running commentary. I don't understand the cruelty of intentionally inflicting trauma, in particular on people known to have already been traumatized. Well, Rhonda, and you know the other thing, Rhonda, it makes me think about it because a lot of us are, I would say 30 and up here, like enough to know some things. And then when I see people who are above like 40 and up, 50 and up, I think, you know better. You know this. Right? Like, you know what you're doing. And I talk about this. Thank you, Love and Life. I talk about this a lot. You know what you're doing. Don't come out and try to pretend like you're saving the world. Don't come out and pretend like you're helping anybody. You look nuts. You know what you're doing. And I'm saying that now to all bullies, not just my bullies. I'm saying that it's not hard to spot a bully, right? Oh my God, Susan, you think this isn't happening? If I was a Scientologist, I would be scared to come out if I saw some chats, many chats. That's my point. There's so much fucking hypocrisy right now going on. It's unbelievable. I've said this. Yeah, she seems to hate me way more than Tommy. And you know what? She gets more views on me than Tommy. So I think a lot of people hate me more than Tommy. And I'll own it. I'm happy to be hated that much. I said this recently. Wouldn't it be so much smarter for especially the ex-Scientology community? Hey, Viggy Cat, to come together. Wouldn't it be so much smarter instead of us all like, this is going on, like this hatred, this bullying? Do what you want. It's your channel. But it just looks totally crazy to me to go, we want to rescue anybody trying to get out of Scientology. We really want to help you get out. Hey, do and be better. But this particular ex-Scientologist who's been out for 2 years, little over 2 years, we hate her and we bully her and we wish that she was dead. Right? I mean, am I crazy? Am I gaslighting myself right now? That's what this comes down to. It doesn't make any sense. And people are able to figure that out. It doesn't make any sense. It is Wendy Ramirez. I know I'm harping on it and I know I keep repeating it, but it needs to be harped on and repeated. Thanks, Kathy Brown. Yeah. Well, the thing with her friends, that's got to stop. I mean, it's stopped over here. I don't mention these people. Like, that's what I'm saying. being like, I'm fighting for my friends. And what the fuck are you talking about? It's recycled behavior. No one's talking about your friends. You're not important enough over here. No one's discussing your friends. No one cares. To be honest, no one cares. Nobody's that important. We're spreading love and light over here for the most part. But when we don't spread love and light, we're highlighting what these bullies do. And I'm sorry, but that also needs to be done and said, right? It needs to be said, Lindy. Somebody died yesterday that was a huge YouTuber, took her own life because she was bullied to death. Bullied to death. Fucking think about that for a minute. What a disgusting way of living. And they don't even care. Hey, Muffet Lou. Time mark? I don't know. She just says her friends. I don't even know who she's talking about. At this point, I don't know. You realize I've had nothing to do with the ex-mods, Marilyn, all these people who I actually did speak with. It's been over a year and it's still coming up like it's current. It's not. I don't even know who these fucking friends are. No one's talking about it anymore. We've all moved on. And it makes me sad because it's just a way to continue to get clicks, views, and bully. And if my channel sinks down to 1,000 people because I don't do hate, you climb your way to hate. I hope you're proud of that. I'm not going to do drama shit. The second I do drama shit, I'll get 2,000, 3,000. No, I haven't gotten 3. 2,500 people watching live. I'll get 10,000 views on. You think I don't know drama sells? Hatred sells? Bullying sells. If I clickbait something and I'm going to talk shit about somebody, oh my God, people come flocking to me. I'm not in the business of making people feel so bad that they don't want to be here on planet Earth. That is not my thing. I'll never do that. I have hurt enough people with my channel, and I have. And for that, I am sorry. But I'm also not going to kiss ass. I am sorry. I feel horrible about it. I've apologized to the people that I apologized to. I did an apology tour. Yeah, Cindy B, I noticed that too, that she's justifying her behavior as a public service. I just think she's absolutely crazy is what I think. I do. I mean, I don't mean that lightly. I think that there's something that's come undone there. Like, if I were a Scientologist, I would say she's stuck in an incident. She's not in present time. And that's probably true. To continue to do this, like, I'm fighting for my friends. And what are you talking about? You are stuck in some past incident and you need to come to present time. No one knows at this point what you're talking about. We've had no conversations. We have no relationship. I don't talk to your friends. I don't talk to my old mods. I have nothing to do with any of that stuff anymore. This is like over a year since we've spoken, and you're sitting here like it's current shit. It's not. It's bizarre, and you're just trying to make money off of it. And that is so gross. But I'm the grifter. How funny. I'm not posting GoFundMe's for not having a job. You don't see me posting things saying, please help me in Huxley because I'm not working right now. You don't see me clickbaiting and hating people to get clicks and views. But I'm the grifter, right? We see right through it. Anybody that thinks for themselves sees right through this shit. It's not hard, right? Yeah, what friends? And like, do your friends not speak for themselves? What are we fucking for? What's going on? What is this weird group of friends thing? Again, I don't even really want to know. It's just untangling it sometimes, and talking about it helps. This isn't for drama. This is my life. I saw a comedian. Oh my God, it was the smartest thing I'd ever heard. First of all, Muffet Lou, welcome in, and I love you. Thank you, Muffet Lou. One more day off of work. Tomorrow's the last day of school for the kiddos. Love you, Kay Thompson. I love that, babe. Let us know how it goes. Thank you for your super chats, guys. Bullies are like a cancer that just grabs on and tries to destroy, and sometimes they succeed, and that needs to stop, Joanne Hawley. I hope we get stricter laws about that. I hope we get stricter laws about that. I hope it becomes homicide, honestly, because it is bullying somebody to death. Thank you for your super chat, Joanne. I saw a comedian on a clip, like a reel, and he's really famous, and somebody chased him down in a parking lot. This is something I want to start saying to people. It really brought me to present time. Vicky Cat, thanks for being a member. That's so nice of you. Vicky Cat, I really light up when I see you. I'm so glad you're back. I'm serious. I missed you when you were gone. This comedian said this woman followed him to his car. Yeah, Lindy. Yep. This comedian someone followed him to his car. And she goes, I watch your stuff. This was so funny. And he goes, okay. And she goes, and it seems to me like you hate women. And he said, what did he say? Yeah, Mrs. EP, I'm glad. He said, I know. This was such a beautiful thing, by the way. This is to all the haters. I loved how he said it. He goes, ma'am, it's art. It's my art. And he said, and how you interpret it is not up to me, but it is art. And that's how I feel about even content, real content creators, not ones who try to steal other people's content and they're totally unoriginal. Real content, people who are putting something into the world that makes a difference, that's art. And how you interpret it, I can't control, right? I thought that was beautiful. And she said something. She goes, well, I hate it. Hey, Michelle Lynn. And he goes, well, let me ask you this. This was great. He goes, where did you watch me? Did you watch me? He said, on Netflix? Did you come to a show? He goes, or he said, did you follow me to my car and try to bully me at my car? And she went, what? And he said, exactly. He goes, keep it in the comments section, bitch. He was like, this is real life. I loved it. It's so true. That's my new saying. Keep it in the comment section, bitch. This is real life. You can say whatever the fuck you want behind your keyboard because you're a real dick swinging badass, right? You're a real badass. Keep it in the comment section. This is real life. I love it. Yes, Mrs. EP, it's art. Is that not true? You guys can take that and use it. Keep it in the comment section, right? Go be a badass behind your keyboard. Get away from me. This is real life, and it is art. Everybody who lives their life is living their art. It is an art form, right? How I do it, you may not like. It may be some way that you interpret it differently than how I live, right? Hey, Natalie. Yes, Lisa Kelson. That would be a cool merch. It'd be good on a shirt. Keep it in the comment section. This is real life. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's how I feel. Stay in your own lane. You hate me? Great. Go the fuck away. Otherwise, you look crazy and obsessed. Hey, Copper Top, there's no other reason for doing what it is that you're doing. You are not a warrior. You are not saving the world by exposing the truth about me. There is no truth. Hey, Ghostwriter, you're dragging it out for clicks and views. What is there, like some true crime on my life that we don't know about? I'm not doing anything illegal. There's no truth bomb to drop. It's just so gross that we drag this out to hate and bully to get paid on it. It's in order to get paid on it. And this girl died yesterday. I don't know who her bullies are. I don't know if they're people who were making, like mine, like making other channels about her. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Bullying is bullying, and it is so gross. It's so, how do you not see? And who are your, like, I look at the people too that these people associate with. Hey, Gogo the Greek. I don't think I'm not looking at that too. You support that shit? Look at the people who they associate with. Look at the people. Like, it's a ripple effect. I pay attention to those things. This is one of the reasons I don't want to stream with anybody. I don't trust anybody. You support that? You associate with that? It's gross. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. It's cringy. Yeah, Wendy Ramirez. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, me too, Lumen. YouTube needs to be monitoring this stuff better. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Pepperoni Nibs. Sounds like she needs to do some self-reflection. Well, we can't tell people to do things, Bonnie Bailey, and I wish we could. I wish I when I do pray for other people, that's what I pray for. Hey, Jenny, that like maybe they will self-reflect. Maybe they'll take a look someday. Maybe they'll wake up and think, I have children. I cannot. Hey, Michelle P. I have a 15-year-old son. I'm not the only mother on planet Earth. I cannot imagine my kid being bullied the way these people bully me, the way that woman was bullied. It's so unbelievable to me that people are that blind. They're so blind. They're blinded to the shit. That, or they know what they're doing and they just sleep better at night. That's, I don't know which is worse. I think that's worse. Kestrel knew Mikayla in real life. That is so sad, Kestrel. Hey, Joy Forbes. The thing is, guys, true. They only see what they want. The thing is, guys, I don't get super reactive to this because there's nothing we can do about it. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. And you have to remember that. And I have some talks with other content creators behind the scenes. I don't do shows with them. But I've had some serious deep talks about this. And being a content creator is tough. It's tough for this reason. You have to have thick skin and you have to be willing to be okay. Literally be okay. Because otherwise it'll eat you alive. You won't last in this. Hey, Air Supply, you have to be okay with what other people say about you. And what other people say, hey, Ruth Anna, welcome in. What other people say about you may be totally false. Could be so twisted, could be sexually gross, could be something embarrassing. That's a total lie. I think some of their followers are already getting bored and leaving Michelle P. I've seen comments left where some of their followers are like, are we going to keep doing this or can you like talk about something else? I think people get really tired of it. I know you guys get tired of it. But the thing is, this channel is about healing and unpacking and going through things. And this is a topic that helps a lot of people. I'm not here naming them and wanting to harp on them specifically. There's a difference. I'm here talking about the topic of making people feel so minimal that they're not feeling like they need to be here anymore. That's a heavy topic, but it needs to be discussed. Cyberbullying is such a thing now. And it's, what do you mean? Have you tried to interview with someone? What do you mean by that, Cliffan? I'm not entirely sure. Like, that's a little general for me. What do you mean? They need to be called out. Yeah, I mean, I have, hey, Pat Jonas, I have called them out. But that's not, they want to be called out. That's the problem, Henry's World today, is I'm hip to this shit. They love this. They're enjoying this so much right now. They're eating it up. This gives them oxygen. I'm feeding these people. This is about to give them content that they're going to go create now that's unoriginal and they're stealing it, right? They can't make their own content. They're totally irrelevant. You have to really get that on a deep level. These people are totally irrelevant. They never were relevant. And they're trying to be relevant by standing and riding on the coattails of others, clout chasers, right? That's what they're doing. Yeah, they want to be named, I promise. The bad check writer used to be a super fan. And just like a loving relationship, it goes to hate when it goes bad rather than indifference. Yeah. Well, that's something I've heard from many people. And this is why I'm way more closed up than I ever used to be. This is why I don't talk to many people anymore. I have my solid people in my life and I kind of keep it to that because I have a lot of people that reach out to me and they want to have a conversation. And I have to be very careful about that because your biggest supporter can be your biggest hater immediately, right? Like love and hate are very close anyway. It is, Pat Jonas. I have to be really careful about that. I have so many people who reach out to me and say, "Hey, can we talk?" And the only thing I just have to be very careful about that. I have to be really careful about that. Um, but he's right. She used to be a big person in this chat, Susie. She used to be a big person in this chat. And she not entirely sure. Yeah, Michelle P. Yeah, Bumblebee, I agree with that. She doesn't matter. Like she doesn't matter to me. She has made it very clear that she hates me. I apologized to her. Like it doesn't matter. These people don't want to fix the problem. They want clicks and views. Yeah, you thought Viggy Cat that Marilyn was a Scientologist because she would do videos with Aaron, so figured her content was aligned. No, she likes to kind of almost sell it like she was one. I swear to God, it's like she's jealous that she wasn't one. I don't know why anyone would feel that way. It's never been cool to be a Scientologist. I don't know why we jump so hard on that bandwagon of chasing that and kind of pawning it off like you were one or like you're an expert, like you know everything about it. The other woman does it too. They both do Scientology content and it's very strange. It's a large content creator who is a Scientologist called me not that long ago, like a year ago, and said, "Who are these women and why are they creating Scientology content? They weren't Scientologists. Who the hell are they? Why are they acting like they knew all about Scientology?" Like it's almost a little bit insulting because it's like, you're not one. You weren't one. What are you doing? Like, you don't know. You're not an expert. It's one thing to do one or two shows on it, but to like constantly create content on it and act like and judge me for things is bizarre, if that makes sense. Like, it's strange. But then at the same time, we want to help the ex-Scientologists. We support them. We want to help the ex-Scientologists. We want to help people get out of Scientology. Thanks, Pat Jonas. Like that all is such a confusing, and I rarely get super confused. That's confusing for me. We want to help Scientologists get out. We're here for you. We have resources. But we're going to attack and tear down Reese because she doesn't count and she doesn't matter and she hurt my friends and she's not important and she shouldn't be here. She shouldn't have a YouTube channel. That one doesn't count. You better believe I count, whether you think so or not. You will never make me feel like I don't matter. And I know that's what you're attempting to do. Hiding behind some weird message of I'm helping people. People see through that bullshit. You're not helping anybody. You're not helping anybody. Yeah, they want to feel important and need the attention. Oh, she's desperate for attention. Desperate for attention. Hey, Lake Lady Mima. Yeah, but they only like some of the ex-Scientologists. It's odd. And it's fine. Like who you like. Hate who you want to hate if you're a hateful person. But what's strange to me is don't then come out and say we want to help ex-Scientologists. Don't come out and say, like, we have resources and we can help you. It's a bad look. And everyone sees through that. It's a bad fucking look to go, I want to help everybody coming out of the Scientology community, except we're out here fighting with everyone and we can't get along with each other. And hey, Jessica LaBarber. And we also hate this former Scientologist or these former Scientologists. It's not just me. It's just a bizarre look and people see it. It's you can't even hide it. It's really creepy. You're the only one I haven't felt the need to unsub from. You talk through and own your own faults, admit your mistakes and try to be better. That's what we should all do, is we're all flawed. Well, totally. But we can't make people do that, unfortunately. And I wish we could, Paula Penley. I really wish we could. It's so weird to me. I talked with Huxley about this. Do you know how easy it is to spot the person who's going, don't look at me, look at that person? That's what they do. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. Look at Reese. She's the bad guy. She's the one that's really got all the problems and she's creating all the drama. It's so obvious. You take no accountability for anything. Have any of these people ever come out and said, hey, I'm responsible for this and I'm sorry? Not that I'm aware of. Not that we're asking them to, but it is a weird look. It's just, the whole thing is a weird look. It's also all by design. I don't understand the drama. I don't miss many streams and I have no idea who these people are, what they say. I just show up to support Reese. I don't know how people have this much time on their hands. Andrew, I agree with that 100%. By the way, I'm just glad you're still here. There was a time that you remember that, like, I hadn't seen you for a while and it made me really sad. I thought you had left. So I'm happy to see you, Andrew. And thank you for saying that. Hey, Abigail, to the haters, for the cowardly, faithless, polluted, like murderers, fornicators, sorcerers, idolaters, and liars, their lot shall be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. Damn, that's hardcore. Cowardly, faithless, polluted, like murderers, fornicators, sorcerers, idolaters, and liars. Their lot shall be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur. Whoa, that's not confusing. That's pretty direct. Thank you, Abigail. I like it. I like it. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. That's very helpful. Thank you. Women hating women is weird to me, Blondie. I've never felt that way in my life. I've never been one of those women that gets like mad and jealous of the other woman, like in the room, or someone who's more successful. I always am flock to self-made women. Successful women turn me on. And I don't mean sexually. I mean, like, I'm like, I gotta meet her. I gotta know her. Like, I think it's this woman who killed herself. She had so many millions of subscribers. That is so inspiring to me. It's weird how some women see that and they get angry. It's like, oh, she can't have more than me. It's like a sibling thing or something. It's weird. I don't understand the hate. Reese has helped me. Even if she doesn't know it, she helps me. Word can't say how thankful I am God put her in my life, even with the smallest way he has. I love you, Buffy, and I'm glad that I've helped you. You've helped me too. We're friends. I love Buffy. Thank you. If I ever stop chatting, I hope you notice that too, Reese. Feeling jelly right now. I notice so many people that aren't here. I was freaking out because we hadn't seen Moon Taxi and now he's back. I notice when my people leave. Hey, Katie did it. I get very sad. This isn't parasocial. This channel means everything to me. I love and appreciate all of you so much that I'm here for an hour and 13 minutes and there's 300 people listening. That means everything to me. That's a gift. And it means everything. It's crazy to me. It's still crazy to this day. Sometimes you're on my screen in the office, so I can't type in the chat. It was an ugly habit of working late during that time, so it wasn't the chat. Okay, that's okay. I'm just happy to see you, Andrew. You're always full of wisdom. Thank you, Wendy Ramirez. Hey, Georgia Burke. I don't have friends, so I'm glad for this time in my day. So many people have said that, Jenny Sorensen. So many people feel less alone. Love you, Rhonda McNeil. Really love you, girl. Yeah, Cliff Ann. I'm glad, Buffy. Hey, Fancy Face. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, Abigail, I'm glad that you posted that. And thank you again for your super chat. That was a really good one. Honestly, I don't have much else to say about this. It's a really, hey, Amy Kimbrell. Hey, Tammy. It's a really sad topic. But at the same time, I just feel like we owe it to, thank you, Muffet Lou. We owe it to people to have this discussion. There are so many people that are getting bullied. There are so many people doing that I think it's important to highlight this. It's not easy. It's not easy and it's not fun, but it's so gross. And don't think we don't see you. You may get a few people to jump on your bandwagon, right? Nice, Tammy. I look forward to it. Hey, Debbie Lima. But for the most part, like really, truly good hearted people, which is most people, they don't want to listen to hate content. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I see it in the comments. Can we talk about something else? Are we still going to do this? Are we still harping on this? Hey, Sharon HL. It is Bonnie Bailey. It's like, snap out of it. Hey, Celeste, snap the fuck out of it. Create some content. Is this really what you want to do with your life? It's weird. It's deeply uncomfortable. It's cringy, uncomfortable. It's weird. So I didn't mean to make this heavy, but it felt like this is what I mean. Yeah, Pat. Mama Smurf, that is the cutest picture. You have made such a difference in my daily life. Thank you so much, Reese. This is what I mean. I get these messages on these chats and I get these messages privately all the time. Some people you cannot imagine. Thank you, Georgia. You helped me get to be in the present. I love that. That's a gift. Thank you. Thank you for saying that and thank you for your super chat. Bumblebee. Bye, green eggs and ham. Graham, sorry. Can everybody here, whoever finds themselves in a dark place, know there will always be someone here? Come find one of us. That is such a cool thing to say, Bumblebee, and it's the truth. I couldn't be more proud of that. But I get so many walks of life in here. There are so many people. And you know what we all have in common? We're just trying to get through it. Like, life is hard enough. Why would you want to make it harder on somebody? Reese, you helped me get out of a really dark place. Wow, just as I am. That's so nice. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. Everybody matters. Mandy, I don't know where I would be without Reese. You know why that's really important, guys? Because, like, these last few months, especially, I don't like to admit to this stuff publicly because it'll be taken advantage of. I know so many of you say, like, Reese, you're so strong. I don't know how you do it. There's a lot going on in my life right now that nobody knows about that I can't share here, not because I don't want to tell you. I want to tell you, but I can't because people will take advantage of it. I have had thoughts like I don't matter. Not that long ago. Hey, old Charlie, I'm not trying to make this dark. I'm not in that place right now. But for the last few months, I have had to really talk with my therapist and talk through some things and say, like, I don't know that it matters whether or not I'm here. So it's real. This is real life. We're people. We all hurt each other. We've all done damage to one another. We're all flawed. But my God, can we just like normalize that life is hard enough? Life is difficult. We make decisions all the time that we regret or we wish we wouldn't have done. Or, I reflect on, it's been hard for me lately because I've had to face some Scientology demons. And I feel like my kid's about to be 16 and I wasted his whole life being a bad mom, being a Scientology mom. I have so many regrets there. There are so many things that I missed out on because I was in the Church of Scientology, busy doing courses or in session. I feel like I neglected him a lot throughout his upbringing. And I can't get that time back. I can't do anything about it. But it makes me feel really guilty. It makes me feel like he would have been better off with somebody else. And it makes me feel like I don't deserve to be his mother because I can't fix that. I can't give him that time back. Thanks, Andrew. But I don't talk about this stuff because the haters love to shame me as a mother. And I think I can't talk about it because they'll just run with this shit. And they will. And that's okay too. But it's much deeper. My thoughts are a lot deeper than what I'm saying. And I don't think you guys understand. I appreciate so much that you're saying, like, Huxley loves you. You're a great mom. That's great. And I appreciate that so much. But I don't know that I'm not so sure that you guys should say that I am a good mom. I'm not so sure that that's the truth because something I've been battling with lately I can't forgive myself. I'm having a hard time accepting that I allowed him to be raised basically like he went with Doug like every weekend. I never had a Thanksgiving with Huxley. I never had a Christmas. And I didn't put up enough of a fight. Trust me, I fought in the beginning with Doug, but Doug was so nasty and so aggressive and so ugly that I backed down. And I don't think it's any secret here that I don't respond to men who try to intimidate me. I get very nervous. If you are a man and you want to win and you want me to lose, all you have to do is make yourself big and start screaming at me, and I'll go, okay, you can do whatever you want. I don't, I get, I guess, triggered. And I just, I realized something the other day. I've been really thinking through this for like a while now. I'm just sharing it now with you. But Lumen Bingo. I used to think that Doug and Brenda were like the salt of the earth. I used to think that they were the best Scientologists out of all the Scientologists I knew. I used to think they had a heart more than anybody else, right? Amy, I love you, girl. Thank you for saying that. I agree with you. I'm doing my very best now, but I don't think that's enough. It haunts me what I didn't do. Thank you for your super chat. I know how you feel as a parent. I have similar feelings. I wasn't always the best, but we're learning and are better moms now. Thank you, Trixie. And thank you for your super chat. Well, you gave me the courage and the strength to open up about my abuse. And aside from me and the perpetrators, you're the only one I felt comfortable enough to trust and tell. That is such a gift, Joanne. And I don't take it lightly. A lot of you have trust and told me things. And I love you guys for trusting me. And I appreciate you for trusting me. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you for your super chat. Something that occurred to me, this was just a few days ago. And I know you're going to say, you just thought of that. I don't think about this stuff very often because it's hard for me to go through. When I go through this Scientology stuff now, I have Renee B, of course. When I go through this Scientology stuff now, it's like watching a movie that you've seen 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, I don't care. And you watch it and you go, I don't remember that scene. Or when you watch a movie and you pick up something new every time and you're like, that's so weird. Every time I watch that movie, I pick up. I used to say that about Royal Tenenbaums. I've seen that movie probably 20 times. And whenever I watch it, I feel like there's Kestrel, was there somebody that quoted it today? And I said, I don't remember that part, which is weird. I've seen it 100 times. That's how I feel now when I work through my past. I'll think up details. And it's not that it's a detail I forgot. It's not that. If you stay with me, I'm trying to explain this. I will look at the picture differently now than I did then, and I'll pick up new things. Does that make sense? So it's not that I forgot and I'll go, oh, I forgot that happened. No, it's not that. It's the same story. It's the same process that I go through. But now I look at it, it's like I'm smarter. And I look at it and I go, why didn't I see that happening before? How come that was by design? And I never saw that. And I think a lot of those things happen because you're in it. Does that make sense? It's easier to see things when you're not in it. I have some friends in some relationships where I'm like, that's sketch as hell. And they're like, no, it's okay. It's like, okay, well, you're in it and I'm not. But whatever, you're a full-grown fucking adult. You do your thing. Lord knows I have, right? I have a different perspective. Yes. And God chose you to be his mother. You are perfect for him, just like God placed you in our lives to help us as much as we help you. You are a gift and you are so loved and needed by so many. Thank you, Liz. I believe that. And I'm working more closely. Thank you, Georgia. I feel like with God than I ever have. And I'm choosing not to try to tear myself down as much because of that. Thank you for your super chat. And thank you for saying that. But I realized something a few days ago. And I was talking to my friends. And I was bawling. And I said, I never, for the first time, there's so many Scientology stories that are so fresh for me that I'm like, why didn't I see that? And it's not super out of this world. But there was something. So I used to go to Scientology fundraisers all the time, every weekend, right? You're kind of required to do that. We call them events. Like, are you coming to the event? That's what we call them. Since Huxley was born, I have a picture of Huxley when he was like 3-4 months old with Doug holding him at an event. He was wearing a Tigger costume. It was the cutest thing. Oh my God, he was so cute. I should find that picture. Almost every event I would go to until he was like 4, people would come up to me and they would leave, get ready to leave. And they'd go, "Hey, Reese, good to see you tonight." And I'd go, "Yeah, you too. See you next week." And they'd go, "I tried to see your little boy. He's so cute, but Doug wouldn't let me. Have a good night." Every time. And it got so overwhelming for me that they would do that. And eventually I would say to them too, I'd just jump on. I started to get very resentful as his mother. And I would say, like a year in after that, I'd go, "Yeah, he wouldn't let me either. I get it. Doug wouldn't let me." He wouldn't let me hold my kid. And the reason for that, I think, is because he believed with every fiber that Huxley was his father. Doug's father died in like the 80s, something early on. And he believed that his father waited around and didn't pick up another body because he was waiting to be back in Doug's life. So when I got pregnant, he was positive that was his dad waiting for him. And he believed that. And then when I had Huxley, he told me, he told his wife, he told his kids, he told everybody, when Huxley has his first child, I am going to drop my body and jump into that body. When Huxley's wife gets pregnant for the first time, I'm leaving planet Earth and I'm going to go become his son so we can continue this cycle. He would continuously say, "We are from the same home planet. Huxley and I are from the same home planet." I'm trying to explain this to non-Scientologists and it sounds insane, but that was just my life. It was very normal. That was Huxley. Huxley was Doug's father. And he would not let me hold Huxley. He would not let me bond with Huxley. He would take Huxley every single weekend from the age of about 4, 5, 6 months old until 13. He took him for every holiday. He never, I didn't spend almost one weekend with Huxley ever. And the thing I realized the other day when I was talking to my friends, he started dipping in financially. Doug was a big money maker for Scientology. He was an orthodontist. And he started helping. I bought a house. I bought a house on my own. I didn't buy it with anyone. I bought a house. And he started helping pay for things, bills, a car payment, a phone. He started helping me greatly because I was the breadwinner. Michael didn't make a lot of money. And I was struggling with that. So he would say, "Oh, let me help you. I'll just write you a check. I can help." And I remember him saying once to me, "I make all this money. What am I supposed to do with it? I can help." No, Lumen. He took Huxley on holidays to Iowa. They're from Iowa. So I wasn't able to join because he would go to Iowa. And of course, I took advantage of that. I didn't say no. I'm not ashamed to say that. I didn't say no. It was enabling bad behavior. I took the money. Michael hardly made any money. I worked for doctors. We had childcare. I took the money. But I realized that the other day, he had complete power and control over everything in that family. And if you tried, and I tried, I was kind of the only woman. Brenda, Doug's wife, rarely, this only happened maybe 5 times in our existence. She would stand up to him and he would eat her the fuck alive. And I'm talking about in a public place, in my home, at the church, it didn't matter. Doug would come unglued like you've never seen. And I'm talking like psychotic. He would come unglued. But that's also the behavior of a Scientologist, to be honest. Like I've seen more people come unglued. That's why I said I'm used to abuse. I can take it. Like it's another day, it's another Tuesday at a Church of Scientology for someone to scream in somebody's face. That's pretty normal behavior for a Scientologist. Hey, Sandy Wandy. So he would literally come unglued. So I tested the waters the first couple of years. I butted heads with him. I would go to battle with him, and it was terrifying every time. And it got scarier and scarier because he started to know and recognize that I was afraid of that. That's my big weakness. I can tackle anything. I'm not afraid of people, but like if you start screaming, I mean, I'm not terrified of it, right? Like I was a Scientologist. I can take it. I don't want to. And I got tired of it and it was exhausting. So after a couple of years, I stopped and I just handed Huxley over. But the first couple of years, I definitely would challenge him. And I would say, no, you're not taking Huxley. And he would say, I'm fucking taking him. You don't have a choice. I'm taking him. Like he would get really ugly. Brenda used the word gnarly. I don't use that word. Brenda would say, you know, Doug gets gnarly. Just don't. Just let him do what he's going to do. Just don't. Just, you know how he gets. Like it was straight up abuse. And Huxley was his number one person. And that also made me realize the other day, another cognition I had was I'm shocked that Doug did not put up more of a fight within Scientology. I thought for sure when I got declared, that's amazing, Anita. I love Alanis Morissette. When I got declared, I 100% would have put money on this. I thought for sure, and I'm just going to put it in terms for you guys to understand. I'm going to pretend to be Doug for a minute. I thought, no question, no doubt in my mind that Doug was going to say, sorry, I have a cat hair in my lip gloss. No doubt in my mind, I thought Doug would say, Brenda, I'm clear, right? I've reached the state of clear within Scientology. I've done the L's. I've done tons and tons of Scientology. I've been a Scientologist for 50 years. I'm going to choose to divorce you and leave my family and go be with Huxley. I had no doubt in my mind. There was no way. Doug was the most, during COVID, Doug will say this to any Scientologist anywhere, and they take his shit because he's a big spender, right? He's a big donor. During COVID, you had to wear gloves and a mask if you were going to do any services at the church. No, Elizabeth Vigil, they can't because I'm declared. They can't come talk to Huxley when he's 18 because he'll still be close to me. You had to wear, he'll still be my child. I have a connection with me. You had to wear gloves and a mask. That whole time, Doug was like, fuck you. I will follow my own integrity. And they would go, Doug, you have to. And he'd go, fuck you. It's my own personal integrity, and I'm violating my personal integrity. And you won't let me violate my. He would flip out. Everybody who was anybody in the Kansas City Church of Scientology knew stay away from Doug because he just was too tough to deal with. He was such a hard head. Hey, Jennifer Ogle, he was such a hard head. He was so difficult to do. He would be like a toddler. He would just flip out and be like, fuck you. I'm doing what I want to do. It's my personal integrity. And LRH says, and he'd just freak out. No one wanted to deal with that, including me. Hey, Taz the Bulldog. So he got his way. I gave up. I stopped fighting him. He flipped out on me in a public restaurant once, and I just went head to head with him about Huxley. Huxley was like 3 years old, and we were fighting. And I remember at the end of this fight, he was like, basically, he said something like, I will not give up on this fight. We were in this restaurant, like close to each other, and he was like this, and I was like this. And he was like, hey, Pam Fredette. He was like, I won't give up. And he was like, you will. And I said, I won't. I said, you don't scare me, and I'm not giving up either. So we have a problem on our fucking hands. And he was like, you're a suppressive person. He was like, you're acting suppressive. And I said, then I guess I'm fucking suppressive. I was so pissed. That's the last time I fought with him. I was like, I can't do this anymore. There's no winning. There's no winning with this guy. And so it just, a lot came to my mind, and it makes me feel loads and loads and loads of guilt because I let him go with Huxley. Now, was Huxley in danger? No, that's the problem. He enabled him. There were no rules. Hey, Brian Webb, I love you, Brian. I'm happy to see you. Oh no, Michelle Lynn, Doug dropped Huxley like a hot potato because I got declared. There were no rules with Huxley. He let him do whatever he wanted. He bought him everything under the sun. Do you remember what was the straw that made you stand up to him? Not in that moment. I don't remember, Heather. I think it was us battling over me taking him, and Doug was like, no, I'm taking him. And Doug just owned Huxley, and he looked at me. I honestly believe, looking back, that Doug had a very low respect for women. He seemed a little bit, and I say that seriously. I don't run around using the word misogynist or anything like that. That's not my style. Looking back, he just, like, I remember being 9 months pregnant, and I was coming home with Whole Foods bags, and I had one on each hip, and my stomach's out to here with a 10-pound child cooking in the womb, right? And Doug was behind me coming to my house. He didn't even get the door. I remember that. I remember thinking, like, I was trying to like maneuver and open the storm door at the same time. Like, this dude stood behind me. Like, he just wasn't very respectful in his daily behavior and in his verbal behavior with women. I'm so glad that you and Hux are no longer around him. Amy Edge, it saved our lives. Thank you for your super chat. It seriously saved our lives. I think he was more predatorial than I realized. And that's what I'm saying. In that moment, I made excuses. I was like, oh, he pays for everything. He's taking great care of Huxley. Like, I sold myself on it because I stopped fighting and I gave up. And I gave up my kid. I mean, Huxley went to school Monday through Friday with me. It's not like I handed him over. I mean, I raised him, but not without Doug. Not without Doug. And hey, Tracy, And it makes me feel worlds of guilt. And admitting to this right now is going to create a fury of hate and bullying. And it's fitting. And I'm sharing it today because of that YouTube girl that killed herself over bullying. Fucking bully me. Do it. I'll take it. I did want to believe he had good intentions. And again, he was in a safe environment. Huxley had everything at his fingertips, but that's not a good thing. Huxley was crazy about Doug. When Doug would bring him back to my house on Sunday nights, Huxley would have meltdown fits as a child because he didn't want to be with me. He wanted to go home with Doug. Why? Because Doug, that was all by design. He made him Huxley's person. He made himself his biggest person. He relied on him. It's so abusive. And I would feel horrible every Sunday night because I would have to sit there and calm Huxley down for an hour after Doug would leave. Now, I mean, Huxley was little, 5, 6, 7 years old. But I'd have to sit there on the couch and like he'd just sob. I want to go with him. Ah! And it was because he didn't want to be with me. Doug made himself so shiny and wonderful. I mean, Doug, I couldn't compete. He took Huxley every weekend to Legoland, the Sea Life Aquarium, toy places, and he'd buy him everything under the sun. It was horrible. And I couldn't compete with that. There was no competing with that. And he hated his life with me most of the time because he just wanted to go with Doug. And so Doug would come get him on the weekends. Oh, but that wasn't enough. He would come over to my house on like Tuesdays and Thursday nights and pick him up and take him to dinner. He was constantly in our lives. And I had an audio that I listened to the other day. I haven't listened to it since the time. Or I think I played it once on my channel. I have played it here. And it's the last, I recorded the last call ever with Doug. Huxley called Doug, not the other way around, and said, "Hey, Zoe." Yes, Zoe. And Doug, Huxley's hysterically crying and saying, "I don't want you to disconnect from me. I don't want you to leave me. I know what my mom did, but I don't want you to leave us. Please don't disconnect from us." It's horrible. It's very, very sad. And I listened to it the other day, and all Doug does, you can tell he's been trained and bull baited and trained. See, that's the other thing about bull baiting you guys don't know. This is sick, and I've never shared this. You can get a specific custom program tailored to you as a Scientologist where I am going to bull bait you on being your mom. I had to be bull baited where the coach was my mom. So Doug, I'm sure, had to be bull baited where Huxley was the coach. Do you understand what I mean by that? So Doug sat down when I got declared, and he had to be regiment. It was rigidly. He had to have someone sit across from him and pretend to be Huxley to take out the feelings, the emotions, and the sensitive subject there. So what I mean by that is he was put in a room and had probably a child. I would guess that they used a child to sit across from Doug and go, "Please don't leave me. I love you. You're my grandpa," and do all of those things. Hey, Gene Strong, to reprogram him. Thank you, Noel. Role playing. Yep. And he had to do that repeatedly until there was no emotion or feeling anymore. And then Huxley called Doug and was hysterically bawling. And you can tell Doug had been trained, because he's like, "It's going to be okay. We're family. Well, I'll talk to you again." He was like, "I'll talk to you again and it'll be okay. And it'll be fine. Okay. Okay." Never heard from that man ever again. walked out of Huxley's life after that day. Never heard from him again. Spent his entire life attached to Huxley and walked right out of his life because Scientology told him what to do. Does Hux remember any of this? Had he talked to about it in a way that you felt he was negatively affected by this? Yeah, Huxley and I have talked at length about this. Yeah. He doesn't remember it too well, he said, which is weird because it was just a couple years ago, but I'm not a therapist. Thank you, Noel. That was kind of him. I'm not a therapist and I'm not trained to, like, I don't want to open those wounds up. But he did say the other day that he doesn't recall much of it. And to be honest, Huxley harbors a lot of anger at this point toward Doug and Brenda. It's disgusting. Jessamine says, what kind of love is that? Conditional love. He did what the church told him to do. He did what he was told to do. Yeah, Wendy, that's what I think. I have to blow my nose, guys. Give me a sec. It's not love at all, Helena. But I'm really glad that I shared this with you guys because that's what I've kind of like the last, I don't know, 6 weeks or so. I've been really processing that. And I keep saying to my friends, I'm like, I wish I could share this on my channel. And it's not that I can't. There's a lot of things I'm going through that I feel like I can't share. One, because I don't want to be a downer. I don't want to be like, can we laugh? Can we do something fun? Like, I don't want to be a downer. But at the same time, I do think it's important to touch on these subjects because it helps highlight what the evils of Scientology, first of all. But yeah, Huxley will never end up in a cult, I wouldn't think. It just helps me to process this stuff too, because I feel really guilty. I feel a lot of guilt that I handed him over after putting up with that I fought it for a couple of years, but it was hard for me. Does Huxley blame me at all? No, no, not for Huxley's glad we got outed. Huxley's thankful, just like I am. He doesn't blame me for the loss of Doug at all. He says many times, he'll say they chose a cult over family. And he's very angry with Doug and Brenda. He's not angry with me because we're out of Scientology. Like, I think Huxley is wise enough that he sees that was a transactional, conditional relationship. And I really believe like it had to have been a God thing, what happened when Aaron outed us, because Huxley would have been the fresh meat coming. Like Doug had been grooming him. And he did grow up around Scientology. And I think that they would have tried to come and recruit him for staff. Eventually, I think we would have put him in that Scientology school. I was getting beat up left and right and pressured to put Huxley into that Scientology school. And it was I was starting to lose the battle. Like I was losing the battle with Doug taking him. I was starting to feel the pressure of giving in to put him in that school. So he was getting closer and closer to them taking him, basically. And that would have been the worst thing that could have happened to me. I knew that my life was fucking ruined by Scientology. I knew it. I was in forever. I was locked in, but I was like, I feel like I'm losing my son. Every year that passes, Michael never tried to step in, Suzanne. He was terrified of his father there. Doug was nothing to mess with. He was like a bull. He ripped his wife's head off in front of us so many times. I mean, he would shut her down with such disrespect. It was just this like, Brenda, shut the fuck up. Like, and she would just be like, deer in the headlights. Not too many people challenged Doug. He was frightening. He would get very ugly very fast. And you knew you weren't going to win with that guy. You just felt it. You knew it. He got so heavy-handed. Thank you, Rhonda Frank. So lately, I mean, I'm full of gratitude, right? I'm full of gratitude. But I also feel a lot of sadness and regret. And then you add that to cyberbullying, and what's the biggest thing they go for? Huxley. They always have. Every single one of them goes for Huxley, him directly, but they also go for me as a mother. They know that that's one of the best things, right? And I have felt these past few months, I don't feel it right now. I'm in a much better place. But I can't tell you how many times I've cried to friends behind the scenes saying, maybe he is better off without me. Maybe I did enough damage that I don't matter. I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for me here, but that's what goes through my mind sometimes. Like maybe I don't matter. Maybe this kid has been worse off with me. I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel that way now. But this ties back to bullying people to a point where they feel like their existence isn't important. That is such a sick fucking thing to do to a person. It's 10 times more sick than Scientology itself. Because there's one thing that's for sure is I don't know that I ever had a moment in Scientology where I felt like they were bullying me to where I didn't matter. Hey, love it. I don't think. That's not how they do it. I never felt that way. Bee Lady. Wow, it's an honor. I'm really happy you're here. So Bee Lady, guys, I met her last night on the lifeboat and I was over there. Hey, Joel Sachs. And she was so kind. And she said she was going to come over here. Welcome in, Bee Lady. Wow. I love that you're here. That is really cool. I wondered if I was going to see you after you said that. You asked me what times I go live. Seriously, thank you for coming over here. Thank you for subscribing. That was so nice. You're very, very welcome over here. I don't know anything about Scientology except that Tom Cruise is one or was one. He is one. And don't worry, because we don't really cover Scientology a lot over here. We do a lot of just daily lifestyle stuff, relationships, a lot of laughs. Can't do Scientology every day. It's too heavy for me. But welcome in here. I respectfully disagree, says Sherry Taylor. Your past experiences can give Huxley a better understanding and he can make good choices in his life. And he does. He does. He's an amazing kid. He's an amazing kid. He's very level-headed. He's very wise. He's health conscious. Like Huxley is super amazing. Bee Lady, no, I don't practice Scientology. I was born and raised a Scientologist. I was 38 when I got out. I'm 40. I'll be 41 in like a week, 2 weeks. Speaking of my birthday, I love you, Buffy. The present is everything. You can't change the past. You are the best there is for your son. Thank you for saying that. I mean, I've done a lot of work on me. I don't know that I would be a good mother if I hadn't worked so hard to get to where I am. You guys have helped me get to where I am. My therapist has too. So thank you for saying that. I believe that now. Like we are amazing now. Yes, Bee Lady. I'm talking about my son. But I just don't know that. I mean, I'm in a good place now because of this channel, because of these people, and because of therapy. And I'm a huge advocate for therapy. You guys know that. But I'm just saying because the topic today was that poor woman, right? And how sad we are for her and her family. And that she was a beautiful content creator that got bullied to death. It's a real thing. We're real people, right? And it just makes me sad that people do that to kids. They do it to adults. It's like, we don't like you, so we're going to love it. Her name was Mikayla Raines, I think is her name. She had a few million people on her channel. She was an big animal advocate. She rescued foxes. She took her own life yesterday. She was bullied. And she had a small daughter and a husband. And she was 29, is what I read. Horrible. Beautiful girl. Stunning, beautiful girl. So speaking of foxes, you guys know this. Wow, B lady. We raised 3 children. The youngest was adopted, and his mom and dad were drug addicts. Dad was locked up for cocaine trafficking. That is so sad, but that's amazing that you did that. I did not know that. I'm glad you did that. I'm sure they are too. So admirable. Um, I want, speaking of foxes, I had a dream. My husband died, Fred died, right? And I had a dream that I was getting a tattoo. When was this, you guys? Over a year ago. And I had this dream that I was getting a fox tattoo, a tattoo of a fox. And I had this dream that it had the word under it and it said outshine. And ever since then, we've been saying that on the channel, outshine the fox, meaning like outshine, right? We outshine the Scientology fox. You outshine things in your life. We have to keep doing that or we sink down into the hate. There's no other choice. Outshine. Well, since then, Fred was in that dream. It's just all so weird. And I've been looking at fox tattoos and I'm like, I really want to get a fox tattoo. I just haven't like paid, tattoos aren't cheap and it's not a priority and I don't really care. So over the last year, I've been kind of looking and I went and met with a tattoo artist here and he's really good because my artist was in Kansas City. And I'm not one of those people like I'll never be like sleeved, but I really do like tattoos. I think they can be beautiful. I think they can tell a story. My tattoos are because of Fred who died and they mean so much to me, like what he said to me. Love you, Trixie. And I was looking and my birthday is in like 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to treat myself to a tattoo for my birthday. And I think I found what I finally like. And I wanted to show it to you guys. And I think it's so sad that this person died, but she saved foxes. And I love this tattoo. And I'm not going to get the flowers on it. Instead of where the flowers are, I'm going to get the word outshine. I don't have that much room. Love you, Tammy. But I really, really like this. And I kind of wanted to get your opinion on this. I love. Again, take the flowers out. So just leave the other half and put outshine where the flowers are. I just think this is a really cool tattoo. I love the dots with the border. I didn't, B lady, but I know that foxes mean something in a dream. I love the half of the fox. And I like the idea of where those flowers are, putting the word outshine. But I love that line down its face and I love the dots. Do you guys see the dots? Like see that border? B lady, I'd like to know more about that. But see like those dots and the line? I think that's so cool. I love the butterfly. And instead of the flowers, what do you think of me having the word outshine? And I'm sad because I've been wanting this bright, colorful tattoo. I kind of like that in that black and white, but I kind of like the idea of making the fox's eye super green and maybe putting the butterfly, some color on the butterfly. B lady, the day of my birth is July 8th, 1984. What do you guys think of that? That's the first one that really spoke to me. Like I really liked it. And yeah, I like just that, like, yeah, 8. And my husband who died, his birthday was 8 as well, which I just love that. On my arm, Buffy, and I don't know if there's enough room. I mean, I have this here, but I had this here and he put that whole thing on my arm. So yeah, love it. What do you guys think of keeping it black and white? Which I never would have said because I wanted this bright, colorful tattoo, but I just really like it the way it is. But making his eye super green and then putting some, oh, I didn't know that, Liz. She says black and gray tats last longer. Thank you, Wendy Ramirez. 8s love business and everything that relates to it. Interesting. Wonder what kind of business. Do you think, Buffy, that like, I think that's plenty of room. And I don't know if I'd like start it down here and have it go all the way up. The thing is, I wouldn't want that to be too small. I would want the artist to be able to work with that room. I've always said I don't want tattoos down here. I don't know why, but I like the idea of being able to cover them like with a shirt. I don't want to be like fully covered in tattoos. Now, I think they're beautiful. I'm actually just scared. Like I would do it, but I'm afraid. Cool, honey Lou. I didn't know that. But I'm thinking Buffy like starting down here though and like going all the way up, right? Like why not? It's a really cool tattoo and I think if you minimize that too much, it's not going to look right. But I think like the half of the face here with like all those dots and like the line and then outshine on the side. I think that would be really cool. I want to show it to you guys one more time. Renee B, yes. You do have beautiful tattoos, Ren B. I just think that the half of the face is so cool. And I even like that butterfly near its ear. And maybe we could throw a flower in. I just don't want those flowers because I want the word outshine. I don't know if he can fit all that on my arm. Renee B, do you think so? Do you think he can do all that right here? God, it would hurt so bad. But what font, Suzanne Reck? I think the same as Fred's typewriter font. I don't like swirly twirly font. So I think just like typewriter font, outshine. And let me ask you this. Would you do outshine OUT like vertically? Or would you do it like this, like on the side? Thanks, Jill Sachs. Like it would say outshine probably here. Would I do it vertically? Aw, Bumblebee. I'm going to do it for my birthday. So that is so nice of you. Tattoo money. Thank you. It probably will be expensive. So I will put it toward that. Thank you so much. And I may have to do it like in sessions, right? Because I won't want to pay for it all at once. Look up what concealing half the face means. Bumblebee, that is so kind of you. Thank you for the huge super chat. The eyes are wonderfully piercing. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot that we have a Renee B because I have my friend Ren B and I was calling her Renee B a second ago. Vertically. Everybody's saying vertically. Do we agree on that? Because I was thinking that too. Yeah, they will be, lady. They'll draw it and put it on my arm first to see what it will look like. I know not everybody wants to talk about this topic. I'll try to keep it short, but I did want to ask you guys what you thought of that. But also, yes, so we agree like O-U-T, not like O-U-T, not like sideways like these. We would do it outshine like vertically up and down. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I wanted to do that, but I wasn't sure. Sorry, I'm going to put my hair up. I just wasn't sure what you guys thought of that. But I think I don't ever do anything for my birthday. I seriously don't celebrate my birthday. I don't care about my birthday. I never have. But it's a new decade. And I was like, I had that dream. Fred was in it. I kind of want to gift that to myself. Is your ring Druzy? Do you know which stone? It's not real. This is Kendra Scott. I got it like 10 years ago or more, 15. I don't know if it's real Druzy. I don't know. I just like I found it the other day and I was like, oh, wow, all these necklaces I haven't worn in forever. That I got on my honeymoon with Jeff. Weird. Renee B, it's just, no, I love calling you Renee B because that's your name. Thanks, B lady. But my friend in the chat, Ren B, I called her Renee. Yeah, nice fake. It's just cheap. Love you, Jenny Sorensen. What about the letters on the side? Oh, that's a great idea. Fred's birth month flower. What would it be? His birth month is February. What about the letters on the side, interior part of your arm? Oh, I love that, Biggie Cat. Sorry you lost your mom. What do you mean by that? What about the letters on the side, interior part of your arm? Where? Like, I can't put it here because there's letters there. I have to be careful because this damn thing is here, which I would never want moved, but I wish it was like in a little more so I had the whole room to work with. But I still think that's plenty of room, don't you? Like he's got plenty to like widely go. And what do you guys think real quick? Cherry blossoms is February. I would love that. Ooh, do you guys want the butterfly on there? I like that butterfly. I'm not even a butterfly person, but I like it. Let me ask you this, guys, for the people that care. Okay, B lady, good. February's violets. I don't know if I know what a violet looks like. I'll have to Google it. Okay, hold on. I need to know this. I need your input. Do we start here and go all the way up? I say yes. I say do the whole fucking thing. Like, I'm usually conservative when it comes to that. Like, I would be like, just here up, please. Like, I don't know, but I kind of like the whole damn thing, like the whole half of its face here. I think that would be really cool. The butterfly would symbolize your transformation. That is cool. Thank you. It's the perfect birthday present. I think you should have the word on the left side of the face so that it will always be, you'll be able to see it. What would that be? Where would that be? Like, the problem is, I wish we could put the word somewhere where I would see it because it's going to be back here. But I can't put it over here because it would look weird next to that, right? Yeah, a butterfly would be great for that reason. Do we want to add a flower? Would we want a flower somewhere? So let's look at it one more time. Okay, so guys, like, somehow cut that off, okay? That's not going to be part of the tattoo. Right now, that's the tattoo. Then we put down here, we write outshine instead of all these flowers here. But we could put flowers anywhere. We could put flowers under the foxes down here. Like, do we want to add all that shit in? Are we packing all of that in? Hey, Kathy Brown, tattoo contribution. It looks beautiful. Go for it. That is so nice. Thank you. I will definitely put it toward that, Kathy. Thank you. That is so nice. Okay, Liz says yes. Just texted you a picture of violets. Ooh, those are pretty. Thank you, Anita Card. You can add the flowers later. Okay, I can. My birth flowers are water lily. Okay, Muffet Lou. Do you have a printer to print out a few pictures and play around with it? I don't. You could have him transpose it so the letters are on the left of the fox face going vertically in scroll script. Love and life, you should. Yeah, less is more. Don't make it too busy. So, flower and butterfly. Let me ask you this. I'm fine with that, guys, because I love flowers and I love the butterfly. Where are we going to put a flower? Would it look weird to put a flower down here so it almost looks like you would put like a bow tie, but instead put a flower like down by its neck? It's going to be in black and white with a green eye, and I want the butterfly to be colored in. Would you guys think that would be weird to put like a flower like down below? I just think that is so pretty. Off center. Okay, Jessamine. Deborah Ricci, flowers to border the outshine. Hey, Drayson, the butterfly could be on the flower. You could do that, Liz. The only thing about that, guys, is I kind of want to put the flower in a different place. Deborah, that was really sweet of you, babe. Thank you for your super chat. The only thing about that is the butterfly is going to be way up here, and I don't wear sleeveless a lot. Like, you hardly ever see this, and it's way lower. So I kind of want to put a flower somewhere lower. Like, for instance, I never see that flower or that heart. I forget that it's there. It sucks Because I'm like, all I ever see is that bird, which I love the bird, but like I forget honestly that it's there. I have a tattoo on my back. I forget it even exists, right? So like it's the same thing. I think that the butterfly is going to be up here by its head. We want to put like a flower somewhere else. So you'll see it. Um, I would not get a chest tattoo. I mean, nothing against anybody else. I wear too much jewelry and I feel like that would be busy. I would not. I'm weird about tattoos. This will be it for me. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy, your company has been there forever, but I hope you're enjoying it. I would never get leg tattoos. I don't know why. I just don't want a tattoo on my leg. I have a tattoo on my foot. I have my wrist, I have my back, and then I have my arms. But anywhere else, you're not going to see. It's not like I show my stomach. I wouldn't do that. Hey, Proven G. Good to see you, my babe. Um, yes, B Lady says the fox is only going to be half the face, right? Yes. Yes. Can you make the flower into the shape of one of the letters and outshine? That would be really creative, Liz, and I don't know. I don't know. Renee B, let's get tattoos together at the meetup. That would be fun. And I bet you anything this artist would totally do that. That's a great idea. I could ask him about that. He works at a place in Murfreesboro, and it's apparently like the best. Everybody says, "Love you, Provengy." Everybody says to go there. Hey, Mindy Doolin. Um, but there's a ton of artists. Maybe that would be fun. Stream it. That would be fun. We could maybe work that out and say like I've got some people wanting to come get we'd have to ask though, like not everybody's going to be into that. I don't know, but I want to do it for my birthday. I want to gift that to myself. I never give myself a gift for my birthday. I always skip my birthday because Scientologists don't really celebrate their birthdays. It's just another day, guys. You work on Christmas Day. Like it means nothing. So even growing up, my birthday meant nothing. And I kind of want to change that tradition. I kind of want to, it doesn't have to mean go spend $10,000 on myself, right? Even though I'm a gazillionaire, right? But it does mean like I want to recognize it. I want to validate myself. Like, congratulations to you for being born. Okay, Kim Leaf, going to bed early. Good night, all. Love you, Amy Edge, and I'm glad you're going to get some sleep. Can I get Reese tattooed on my ass? Amy, thank you for the super chat, babe. You should have already by now. Actually, it was a requirement when you signed your NDA to be in the cult. Would he suggest someone at his place? We could do it at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. I think that place. So Angie Moe ran into somebody in public. Bumblebee. Angie Moe ran into somebody in public and asked them. They were like, "Where did you get?" She said, "Where'd you get that tattoo?" It's the guy that I'm going to see did this tattoo. So I've heard amazing things about this tattoo place. Your birthday means everything. When is it? Thank you, B Lady. I am July 8th. July 8th. It's funny because Tommy's is the 3rd. We always used to celebrate them together at Petco, and Johnny's is the 6th. It was weird. We're like all that. It's weird. I mean, sorry, it just made me think of them. Armine, Reese, Armine, you fox fished me. Sorry, it's this very small amount, but every little bit helps. Can't wait to see your tattoo. I love you. Armine, that means a lot coming from you. Thank you. That's amazing. I fox fished her. I'm fox fishing for my tattoo. That's a what? No. Hey, baby angel. 2 lives in a row. It's the start of a streak. Driving now, so just listening, but want to say hi. Love you, baby angel. I'm happy to see you. I never in my life wanted to be a tattoo before. Oh my God, Proven G is hilarious. She's my girlfriend in the UK, and we're pretty tight. Thank you, love it. I think I will. I'm going to celebrate my birthday this year. I never do that. I never cared. Renee B, that's a great, maybe we could make that happen. That's not a bad idea. You know, Renee B, when we do the meetup, we're going to go up there anyway. It's up on the square, and that's where I stream at Bella's, and we go see Judy, and I shop in there. We were going to go up there anyway. Thank you, baby angel. Okay, guys, this is a great idea. And thank you for giving me super chats toward it. That was really unexpected and very kind. Buffy, I'm going to fly there with you and hold your hand through it, but I am going to stream it. You agreed to that. You already signed. So I have several attorneys in the chat that witnessed it. I'm sorry, but that's just the way of the world. Um, yeah, Angie Mo, I love that idea. Maybe if you guys want me to look into it, yeah, Proven G, I could call up there and say, can we all come and see about getting tattooed? That would be really fun. And not everybody would have to hang. Like some people could do tattoos. We could walk around the square, do some shopping. There's a really good Italian place right there. That would be fun. That's a good idea. Will you guys please hit subscribe while you're in here? Hi, Harry Reeves. Will you please hit subscribe while you're in here if you want to be subscribed? And Helena watched LawTube and now she's a paralegal. Yeah, my paralegal too. Absolutely. Heather, when is the meetup? It's the second weekend in July. And there's quite a few people coming. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait for it, honestly. Speaking of meetup, the Zoom call is this Sunday. Don't forget, Heather, I'm looking at you. Liz Trix will be there. Please don't forget, we need to have a Zoom call. I'm looking forward to it very much. Feels like it's been a while. I don't know why. Guys, this was a long stream, but I really appreciate you listening to me. Thank you, Abigail. Is it bad to ask how much this would be? Bad to ask how much what would be, babe? Love and life? How much? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, Renee B, that would be fun. Mindy Doolin, I would love that too. Yes, Buffy, for sure. And you will, Buffy. Abigail, are light and momentary, sorry, I read monumentary. Our light and momentary troubles achieve for us an external glory that far outweighs them. Our light and momentary troubles achieve for us an external glory that far outweighs them. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but unseen is external. That is a cool one because I believe that totally. Thank you, Wendy Ramirez. Hey, Pamela. I love that. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, unseen is external. I believe that so much. What is seen is temporary. That's why you shouldn't bully your fellow content creator. Don't bully your fellow content creators or anyone in your community ever. Thank you, Abigail. That was a beautiful one. I appreciate your super chat. Joel, for your kindness, you save more lives than you realize just for being on here. Joel, I love you. I love you, brother, and I love seeing you, and you've always been a huge supporter of everybody here. So thank you for that. We love you, Joel, and your sweet smiley face. Proven G for a Foxy Fun D, because missed your stream. Stream it, please. I love you, Proven G, and I will try to do that. If they allow it, I would totally do it. Thank you for your super chat, my girlfriend in the UK. Guys, thank you for those super chats. That was so kind. I mean it. I appreciate it. Huxley appreciate it. Appreciates that you're supporting your small business. You're supporting your local streamer. Thank you for that. I love you guys. I will be back tomorrow. And thank you for all the input tonight with that. But thank you for listening to me through the sad parts. I know that wasn't easy. It is a topic that needs to come up every once in a while. We have to reel it back in and talk about cyberbullying. It is ugly and it's rampant and I hate it. And it is important to call that stuff out. So thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Oh my God. You're a great mom. Happy birthday. Excited for your fox tattoo. Corvette 7. That is so nice. That is so nice. Thank you for that. I don't ever get to see you very often. That's a huge gift. Thank you. I don't take that lightly. Huxley thanks you too. That's very supportive of us. And thank you for that message. I needed to hear that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is very kind of you, Corvette 7. I mean it. That is so kind. Because I love your shirt. Heather, I love you. I have this in black. I just found them. I was going through stuff in the shed. I got these at an Anthropologie sale. Like, I think I was married to Michael. It was a long time ago. They're like 20 years old, but I still have them. Thank you, Heather. I love you. Reese, when I had lives back in the day, I was often harassed because I am Black, but I gave back as much as I got. That's so fucked up, though, on such a deep level. Oh my God. I think I remember you saying that to Tommy recently. I am so sorry. That is such an ugly, ugly thing to do. I can't even, I can't do it. Buffy, you just reminded me. B Lady, we love you here and you're always welcome here. And thank you. It was an honor for you to come here. Um, I love you, Joel. Thank you for saying that. I'm sorry we woke you up out of a deep sleep, sleeping and napping, thinking about the Lord, she says. But we did it for Buffy and we're doing it. Harriet, sorry that you were napping, but did you know that you were tawny? Did you know that you're gorgeous? B Lady, so we have this voice for her, B Lady. Her name is Gertie, but we don't call her Gertie. We call her everything else in the book. And B Lady, please don't be offended by this. Baby Angel, my birthday is July 8th. B Lady, we have her birth story is that she was born in a manger next to Jesus. She was born next to the Lord. But B Lady, it isn't to make fun of God or anything like that. It really isn't. So I don't want anyone to take offense to it. It's just that she is pure perfection. And we know that you were sent down here by the Lord, truth seeker, and you were napping, but she was born right next to JC and they were raised together. And it's a beautiful thing. And we love you, Peregrine. We really love you. Sasha, oh my God, Sasha was napping. Your dog says that's not a dog. It's not a dog. This isn't a dog. It's a woodland fairy creature that was born in a Dr. Seuss book and came to life, but was sent here by the Lord himself. And therefore, she's allowed to judge anybody that she truly feels like judging. And she's never made a mistake in her life either. And that's pretty unbelievable, but believe it is what she says. And she judges everybody. Yeah, B Lady, I love you in here. I hope you come back. Wendy Ramirez, you can't deal with it, can you? So she was born on a Thursday night in a manger with Joseph and Mary. Those were their names. And there were like zebras and all kinds of wildlife. And we were born there, and there were three wise guys, and they brought stuff in their pockets. They brought like mirth and merriment and all kinds of stuff. And then they pointed out to the North Star, and they said, "It's a frosted mini wheat with eyes, and so it shall be." And that's what happened, and it's really unbelievable. Gertie, you were born on a Thursday too, says B Lady. She was born on a Thursday too. And you're right next to Christ. You were raised right next to little Jesus. But she says, Jesus grew and I never grew. Oh. And she said, oh. Love you, you are loved. And she says, Jesus grew up, but it's weird because I stayed tiny. And I didn't know that I was going to be that tiny, she says. But Jesus grew, and we ran through the fields together as he grew up, and I chased him around. And but I stayed tiny, but that's what happened. And you guys were best friends. Dainty, dainty. And she's not from here. She was sent down here by Christ. But she does judge everybody in the world, and she looks down upon all of us. And she can do that because she's never made a mistake before. Did you know that you were going to be this tawny? Did you have any idea? What's in your hair? Okay. Did you know you were going to be this dainty, though? Like, honestly, did you have the slightest clue? Oh my God. It's just really a lot. It's just, I know Abigail, she's upset. I woke her up. It's a whole heck of a lot. You're a frosted mini wheat with eyeballs. And that's what the Lord wanted. Oh, really effing dainty, though. Kissed by the Lord, touched by the Lord. Oh my God. B Lady, it's a lot, and you have to come back just for this because it's a real treat. It's a lot of extra. It's a lot of extra. We didn't know it at the time. Like, we didn't know that you were going to be this extra or this tiny. Did you know that you were going to be this dainty in your life? Okay. It's a lot. I love you guys. Please hit subscribe. Gertrude says hit subscribe. Oh my. Doesn't it look like a Peanuts character? Does this look real to you? Like, she looks like she fell out of a pet net from 1992. Punky, you look like you fell out of a pet net. She looks like a Peanuts character. It's a little princess for sure. Lisa Kelson, stop it. I can't. That's a true Peanuts character. It looks like something straight out of Dr. Seuss. Like straight up magical and shit. Lots of magic and shit coming out of you. Did you know this? Did you? Look at the footy paws. Unbelievable. She looks like a stuffy. It doesn't look real. Take a tiny Gertrude, put her in your pocket. Blee, 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 blee. Not impressed. She looks like she's going to send me a bill for being my sidekick. She probably will, and we'll have the people pay that bill. 80s hair, don't care. It's just a lot of extra, and it's a lot to mess with, and it's incredibly special. I can't. Like, do you guys look at this and it just doesn't look real? Like, do you wonder, is it real? Cindy Lou Who, do we wonder if it's real? Because I often wonder, but then I remember you're not really real. You were sent here specifically by Christ. All right, then. It's too much. She does. She farts rainbows, baby angel. No question. It's perfection. I talk to her all the time, B lady, all day long. This is not like unusual. It's not for YouTube. I talk to her like this all the time. We wake up every morning and I say, "Good morning, Harriet. You're really a princess." Oh my God. Smell those footy paws. You can smell them from here. Oh, it's glorious. They smell like a hamster cage. It smells like wood chips and honey. Oh, it's beautiful too. Those are beautiful footy paws. We're really impressed by you. This is what I say to her throughout the day. I always, when she goes out to potty and she comes in, I go, "Great job. We're really impressed by you. We're super impressed and shit. That's really impressive and shit. We're really impressed by you, Harriet." Crazy. Unstable at best. It's a lot, Proven G. On that note, guys, thank you for your super chats. As always, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for your memberships. More than anything, thank you for your time today. Your time means everything to me. You spending time with me means everything. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being soft and kind and full of wisdom. I love you, Sherry Taylor. I appreciate your time. It's my love language, quality time. I say it all the time now. Guys, I mean it. And B lady, if you're still here, I'm about to play my end off video. Is my husband Fred. He passed away. He's really old. We'll have to explain that to you sometime. Jessamine, love you, babe. Guys, thank you. Thank you for the super chats tonight. That was super kind. And I'll be back tomorrow. So we'll see each other then. Everybody be good. I love you. And here comes Fred.